Alright, today I'm going to take this and turn it into a small drop point skinner. This is 1080 high carbon steel, 3/16 inch thick. We'll let the heat soak in a little bit, and then we'll go from there. For those that hadn't got a chance to take a look at all, the laminated Damascus Skinner video is actually the start of the giveaway. You'll need to like and comment on there, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Fiery Pit Forge Facebook page. And as you can see, I'm going to draw the tongue out first. Now that we're back down to a dull orange, get it back in the fire, get some more heat on it. One of the next videos will actually be me cleaning up the file rasp knife and starting to shape a handle and everything and all and get it on there. I may actually get it finished up in that video, we'll see. I'll be uploading the start of the USMC Marine Corps knife video to the Patreon later this evening, and then I will also have some videos coming up on me making sheaths for some of the knives and casting some small decorative cross shields for an upcoming event that I was petitioned to make some cross shields for. Alright. Part of the reason why I'm drawing up the tang first is so that it'll give me something that my offset tongs can actually hold on to, at least until I make a pair that it can adjust out to a larger size. But we're moving along, hopefully, getting more and more content. I spent yesterday building a new workbench station and all, for doing the sheath work and stuff like that and all, as well as getting set up, the station where I'll be putting knife handles and working on the etching and stuff like that. Little things that I can do to try to show more content and more of what I do. just see it's going to draw it out nicely. Part of the reason for heating the whole tang and not just the bottom part of it that I'm wanting to push back in is if you heat up just the bottom part and work only it, you're going to push out the bottom part of the tang longer than the top part. Kind of the way I did on the laminated Damascus in that video. I did that intentionally to give more of a rolled back to it and all, because I may decide to put a stag crown handle on on the back of it, and probably do some brass spacers, and then maybe some micarta or something like that up towards the front, and then with a small brass bolster to see how that turns out. Now on this knife, the gentleman that actually commissioned me to make it sent me a picture of something similar to what he was wanting, and originally asked me if I could do it in Damascus, and me and him discussed it and everything and all, and he opted to end up going with just the high carbon steel, and we're going to go with black walnut handle or something along those lines, a good wood handle, and we're going to do a little simple leather sheath. I'll have it finished up this week and all, and also I'll have the sheath and all made for the first Marine Corps knife that got me the commission on the two that I'm actually videoing the one being made. But it's enjoyable. I mean, one of the things that I like is I try to do every aspect from actually cutting the steel to shaping the steel. My antler handles, I actually take those and I cut the section of antler that I'm going to use, and if it's got a real bad bow or curve or something like that in it, I'll straighten it out. Then I cut them and make the scales. When I get through, as you can see, this is going to be a little bit thinner than the 3/16 inch that it started out at originally. Not much, but a little bit. And then we'll go from there. All right, I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to work on the actual blade shape now. And go ahead and get at least the rough profile of it shaped up. And then I'll go back to the tang, but now I can use my offset tongs and all to hold the tang as I shape the blade, and then move back to the tang and finish shaping it. And we'll see how broad the blade is, whether I can use my offset tongs on it or whether I'm just going to use the flat jaw. Definitely need to make more tooling. I've just got so many things, irons in the fire right now, to coin a blacksmith phrase, between the homestead and fixing up our 142-year-old house and working on the YouTube channel and some other things as well. 18th of this month I'll actually be going through my ordination ceremony. I was granted ordination as an independent minister of the gospel, so I'm looking forward to that and enjoying it. And I'm looking forward to the YouTube channel growing and interacting more with subscribers and things like that, and getting input, and coming up and possibly doing, well, not possibly, but I mean, if y'all will request it, I will make builds that are actually that y'all request. one of the things that I like is I've got a few subscribers that actually contact me through the Facebook page and through comments here that give me some input on things that they'd like to see. And so I'm looking forward to doing more and more of that. That's where I'll actually show how I carve the original piece that I cast from the masterpiece that I then use later on to cast all the sand molds and all like that. I'll show how I carve that out. I carve the originals out of plaster and then I coat them with a paint to seal them so they're not quite so porous and stuff. And then I cast me an aluminum master from that. I've been casting small pieces in aluminum, and as y'all saw in the one video, I cast a copper piece and all, but I realized that it's not quite as efficient without a small propane furnace. So I'm actually going to build one of those in the next month or two, start casting more copper, and then I will also be casting brass pieces and things like that. And then I'll move to where I can actually carve and cast custom bolsters. Now, next month I should be started back on I'm going to reshoot forging a laminated Damascus Kukri. Now, I'm going to also be working on doing some repoussé work in steel in upcoming videos. Can't say exactly how soon, but sometime in the next few months I'll be doing some of that work. As I start to get the shop set up better and things like that and all, I'll be able to kind of set up little workstations with a small propane forge, my leg vise, my anvil, some other things, to where I can move around the shop a little bit more instead of just being focused right here on this area. Right now there's still a lot of work to be done. Alright, let's see. Do we have enough heat for me to forge it? Oh yeah. And what I'll do is I'll end up working this down some more to actually get rid of that extreme angle. I'll work this back into it some more and shape it up. Need to do is get that spine heated up more than where the edge is going to be, so I can actually push the metal back into the spine to get the spine to shape the way that I want, so it's not such an abrupt angle. And then I'll actually take a look at the picture that the guy sent me and go from there on shaping it up. a lot more heat. Push it back into it. Soak in a little bit. Yeah, it's been an interesting chain of events and all over the past 6 months that really kept me from being able to post videos regularly, and things are fortunate enough to where now I'm in a situation where I can do that. And I'm happy to be back in the swing of things and be able to be out here at least on a semi-regular basis where I can get this footage and stuff shot for the channel, because it's something that I truly enjoy, and I like the people, the few people that do interact with me and stuff and all. I like the interaction. I've had some other Smiths and all that I know from the local area and stuff, and all give me some pointers. Also give me some information and stuff and all that I did not know about some of the stuff that I work with. Like the brass and stuff like that, some of the content and all of it. So I mean, it's pretty cool, to be able to learn from each other. I really like the community of blacksmiths and bladesmiths. For the most part, we're all starting to get a little bit better shape to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push some of this metal back into the tang and shorten up the blade just a little bit. Going off the measurements and from the picture and stuff and off what I had used as reference. It's not a very big knife, but hey, you don't have to have a big knife for it to be functional. All right. I'm going to let the heat soak into that a little bit, and then I'm going to see what I can do about getting it shaped the way that I want, at least for the basic shape, and then we'll take a look and go from there. You can see I'm bringing the tang forward a considerable amount as I take and draw out the distal taper on the blade and hammering the bevel, it'll give it a little bit more width and length. So it's really important right now that I get the tang where I need it to be, and then the blade close, and I can finish it out with forging in that aspect of it. There we go. You can see how I'm pushing it back down into it and drawing it out a little bit more. Alright. Got to look at what picture, so I now know what the handle is supposed to look like. It's actually going to end up being a spear point knife. So let me. Metal smoke in. It's actually going to have multiple finger grooves in it, so we'll go from there. That camera slipped a little bit. Back up in here where you're not just looking at my big belly. Alright, here we go. Get some finger grooves started. Tapered back. That'll get cleaned up a little bit, filed, ground. And we got, it's going to be a nice little spear point. And you'll see the rest of it in the next video. Have a blessed one. Talk to you later. Bye.